an art lesson together, kind of in honor of a special holiday coming up. Mother's Day is in May, and it's a time where we honor those who are mothering us, whether they are our mother that we're born to, or somebody that's adopted us, or somebody that we just love that's special to us. It can be a mom, a grandma, can be a neighbor, but we're going to take a look at some flowers. I've got some beautiful roses blooming here. These are my special roses, and we're going to be taking a close look at how to draw some roses. Look at those little rose buds. Really beautiful. All right, I'll see you in the art room. Hi, boys and girls. You will need for this project something to draw with. A pencil or a marker will work, colored pencils, crayons. You will need something to color with. Could be colored pencils or crayons. Again, markers, anything you've got at home. And then you'll need something to cut with. Good pair of scissors always works great. And something to attach with. And for attachments, a lot of times we'll use glue or glue sticks. You can use tape. Those things will work to attach with. Let's get started. You're going to need 3 pieces of paper, and it can be any kind of paper. You could use notebook paper, you could use copy machine paper, you could use construction paper. If you don't have any of those things, you could just use mail that comes in the mail, just junk mail, that kind of paper. If you do use notebook paper, you might want to cut off the end if it has hole punches in it and just trim that extra part off. So let's get going. We're going to start with a drawing, and I'm going to fold my paper in half so I know about how big my drawing can be. So my picture that I'm going to add in can only be as big as this half sheet, or a little smaller actually. And we're going to do a rose. I'm going to teach you how to draw a rose. It's a simple flower and it's really beautiful. I'm going to start with the center part, and I will make a spiral. A spiral is a design that starts in the center and radiates out. It goes around and around and around, kind of like a snail shell. The next step I'm going to do is add a U shape on, like the letter U. Then I'm going to add petals around, and I'll start by just building sort of bumpy little shapes that go around and around, and that starts building up the petals. Next step is going to be to add color, and for adding color you can use a combination of things. You could use colored pencils, you could use crayons, you could use markers, anything that you'd like to color with. So I'm going to do some coloring. When I add my color in, I like to color with 2 colors. You can make your rose any color you want. There are yellow roses. You could have a rainbow colored rose if you choose. I'm going to use a light value and a dark value though to show some depth on my flower petals. I'm using a pink and a red color, so I will start by adding one side shaded in with the light pink, and then I will shade the other side in with the darker color, and see how that makes a value change. It goes from light to dark and it makes it look a little more 3D. So I'm going to stop the video for a second and speed things up and just color in my flower quickly so you can watch. There we go. That was pretty quick, wasn't it? You can color yours in, I'm sure, almost as fast. So next I'm going to use my scissors, and I'm going to cut this out. I'll save this other half of the paper because I might want to use it for another part later on. So I'm just going to cut around that shape kind of a big space around and move this scrap out of the way. That makes cutting a lot easier if you just trim outside the edges of something. And then I'm going to cut right around, and I'm walking my scissors around. I let my hand pivot the flower so that I can go around those shapes. This isn't too hard of a shape to cut around because it's just sort of a bumpy shape and it doesn't have lots of little tiny things that stick out. There we go. And put that scrap in the recycle bin so you don't waste anything. And there's my rose. So that rose is going to go in a card. The next step that we're going to do is make the pop-out part of our card. So I'm going to move and set my rose aside. And I've got my paper. I've got it turned the tall way vertically. And I'm going to fold it in half. Be sure and match up those corners good. And fold it down so now it opens and closes like a book. You see the open side and you see the folded side. I'm going to go to this folded side and I'm going to mark off a little section. I'll use my pencil to do that with. My thumb has a knuckle. Can you see my knuckle there? And that's about 1 inch. So I'm going to lay my knuckle down right in the center and mark off about 1 inch. I'll move over and mark off another inch. If you have a ruler and you want to measure, you can, but it's roughly about 1 inch wide, long. So I've got 2 marks now, and that's in the center again of the folded edge. You see the fold there. So the next step is fold that together, and I'm going to use a pair of scissors, and I'm just going to snip right there, make 2 cuts. So when I open it up, I can see that little cut section. Can you see it? And see how it has the fold there? We're going to do something called reverse the fold. We're going to push that forward and see how it's sticking up right here, right on that fold. I'm going to bend. So I've reversed that fold. This is probably the hardest part of the whole thing. Now I'm going to fold my paper forward and push that little reversed fold down. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you see how it's like a little pop-up now. It's sticking up a little bit, and the paper can still fold up and down, up and down. The next step I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this into another paper. And this is a little crooked, so I'm going to refold that. There we go. Because this is going to be a card, and we don't want to see this little part here, this little window. We want that hidden so people don't know that it's a pop-out until they open it up. So this is where you need another piece of paper. Again, it can be notebook paper that you fold in half. It could be the copy machine paper, or if you have something like construction paper, this works really great. So I'm going to fold my other sheet of paper, whichever kind it is, in half. And now I'm going to tuck my other pop-out paper inside. Do you see how it matches up? So I have to glue it down. Now, when you're gluing, you have to be careful because you don't want to glue your little pop-up shut where it won't open. If you're using Elmer's glue or regular white glue, be really, really careful to use what we call dot, dot, not a lot, so you don't get it too wet and sticky. If you use glue stick, that will work well. You can also use tape if you don't have any type of glue to attach, because when we form attachments, that means you're sticking 2 parts together. So we're going to attach this. I'm going to use a glue stick on this one. So I'm going to go around, remember, go around the outside edges, a little extra, go around carefully where the pop-out will be and get some in the center. Now I've got this centered right on that fold, and I'm going to just close up my paper and rub it tight so it sticks. It should open up. Oh yeah, look, there it's staying together. Now I'm going to do the other side. I'm going to go back in and add glue. Let me use the white glue this time so you can see how careful I'm going to be. I don't want to get too much glue. A big drop of glue right in this area would squirt out and stick my pop-out down. So I'm going to just use, whoops, little dot, not a lot. Little dots, baby dots, and a couple in the middle. And I'm even going to, for extra insurance, I'm going to take my finger and just spread that around just to make sure it's not too sticky close to the edges. There we go. Close up the paper. And are you ready for this? Voila! Oh my goodness, look, it opens and closes. And there's that little hinge, that little pop-out opens and closes when we open and close the card. Now comes the fun part, adding decorations. And we've got to add our pop-out first. So our pop-out, you guessed it, is going to go right here. And it's going to fit right on that space. That's why we made the space a little bit wide so we would have a spot to add glue. And I am going to do just a little dot of glue and then glue my rose down. I have to make sure that it doesn't go below that line. It has to fit right in that space. So I'm going to stick it on there. Sometimes you have to close it up and press for a little bit. Just hold it and press. Sing a little song. I love the mountains, I love the rolling hills, I love the flowers, I love the daffodils. Oh yeah, that's an old Girl Scout song from when I used to go camping. There we go. Watch this. Open it up. It's hard to see on the camera, but when you open it up, it pops up. And then you can add some more decorations and designs. I'll show you one that I've already finished. This is one I did earlier. And I drew, under the pop-out, I drew a stem and leaves and little tendrils. And above it, I put Happy Mother's Day. So when it opens up, surprise, Happy Mother's Day. If you have a grandma, you can make a grandma card. I was thinking about other things you could glue down for the pop-outs. You could make, oh, what would be funny? Maybe you could do a joke one. You could do one instead of a rose. You could do a pickle and draw a pickle jar around it and say, oh, Mom, I love you. I'd be in a pickle without you. Or maybe you could make one for your teacher or something for your grandpa. Or maybe a neighbor has been really nice during this time and waved at you. Maybe you could make a card for them. It's just fun to be kind and make some nice cards. How about the outside? We could decorate it up too. So there's lots of things you can do. Some of you may have some stickers at home. You could add stickers onto it. Put your own special touches on your pop-out card. Thanks and have fun. Remember, use what you have. Be creative. And if you get a chance, send us a picture of the card you make. I would love to see it and see how creative you're being at home. I love you. See you next time. Bye.